Hey YouTube, what's going on? As you can tell by the video title, I have converted my office tank from a South American cichlid tank into a native species tank. I lost my green terror a couple weeks ago. He never really started to eat like he should have, and kept getting weaker and weaker until finally the green severum killed him. So I decided I didn't want the green severum anymore, or the pleco, so I put them on Craigslist, and someone drove 2.5 hours and paid me $50 for them, so not complaining about that. Anyways, I've been doing a lot of fishing lately, and there's a private lake near me. It's got a ton of fish in it, a ton of sunfish and bluegill and stuff. And I know some of the people that live there, and got permission from them and to go fishing on their property. And so I decided to keep some of what I caught and put it in my tank. Right now, I have 3 green sunfish and 1 bluegill. I've been trying to find out as much as I can about keeping sunfish, but there's just not a ton of information out there on U.S. native species in the aquarium. So a lot of this is going to be trial and error. Because like right now, the green sunfish are super aggressive. This guy with the nick on his back seems to be the dominant one, and he likes to harass the others. So I think the stocking for this tank is going to change considerably as time goes on. Now, if I take a fish out of here, I can't release them back into the lake where I got them because that's technically illegal, but I do have someone with a small pond on their property that said I can throw anything I didn't want in there. They have 30 to 40 pound flathead catfish in there, so chances are it'll end up being food anyways. But I'm really loving these sunfish. They're definitely not zen fish. I mean, they're not fish that you put in your tank if all you're looking for is tranquility. They do show a lot of aggression, but I think that makes the tank a little more interesting. Right now I'm trying to catch a small bullhead to put in here, like a yellow bullhead or a black bullhead. And I'm looking for some more driftwood to stick in here as well, just to break up kind of sight lines. We've also got some anacris coming in. I don't know how well that'll do, but we'll see. I haven't had good luck with anacris in the past, but I'm pretty sure that was just a fluke. But I've got a piece of Ludwigia floating in here. That was just something that was in the lake. So I just pulled it out and cleaned the algae off of it and threw it in here, see how it would do. But yeah, I'm just looking for more stuff to put in here because these guys like shaded areas in the tank for security. I've got cardboard right now to block the lights in the corners of the tank and give them places to hide and hang out. As far as feeding goes, I'm trying to wean these guys off of live food and onto cichlid pellets. When I put them in here, I also put about 30 minnows in here with them, and that was last Wednesday that I put the minnows in, and they were all gone by Saturday. I've also been feeding them some wax worms too, but I'm starting to throw in some cichlid pellets. I've been soaking them in Sea Kim garlic guard to make them more appealing, and they seem to tolerate them, but they don't seem too interested. I mean, they'll eat them, but there's usually a decent amount of leftovers that I have to clean up later. But I'm thinking as time goes by, they'll get more and more used to them, and I can stop with the live food altogether. We'll just have to see how that goes. But for right now, I'm just mixing things up to see what works and what doesn't. I don't think I'm going to put any more minnows in there just because they're really not healthy, and I'm opening myself up to the almost certainty of parasites. But I just want to say, if you've thought about doing a native species tank, I'm telling you, there's a whole lot more out there than you think. There's native species for every tank size and every personal preference. There's a whole lot more than just bass, bluegill, and catfish. I mean, like, if you like big cichlids, then there's a ton of sunfish out there that are similar in temperament and just absolutely beautiful. If you're into the nano tanks, then there's killifish and live bears. If you like small schooling fish, then you've got awesome choices with different kinds of daces and different types of minnows. And then, obviously, if you're into bottom feeders, then there's a ton of different types of catfish. And then, of course, there's always the monster fish person. And you've got large and smallmouth bass, pike, gars, all sorts of other awesome-looking fish. So yeah, if you thought about native tanks, yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's pretty cool. The best resource I've found so far, as far as keeping them and keeping native fish in the aquariums, would be the Monsterfishkeepers forum. They've got the most info that I've seen on keeping natives and the most people there. Also, there's a YouTube channel. This guy, MrCatfish, he's got some awesome tanks and just some awesome tanks. He hasn't done an update in a while, but he's got some amazing tanks, and he said he was going to do one again soon. So, yeah, definitely check out his channel if you're thinking about it, because his tanks are a whole lot better than mine. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll keep doing updates. I'm kind of excited for this. Um, I'm really enjoying this so far. So, yeah, keep watching, and I'll keep doing updates on the changes and stuff that I make. So, anyways, have a great week.